So, what's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure in 1994 here, and today's Thursday, September 9th, 2021, and normally I was going to save this video for tomorrow, but I really wanted to talk to you guys about this thing. I really wanted to talk about this badly. I've been hearing that tomorrow will be September 10th, and they said it will be the peak of hurricane season. Like, we're at the top, and right now we have Hurricane Larry and Mindy, both SpongeBob characters that you know. But as much of a Disney fan I am, I wanted to tell you guys the story about when Hurricane Irma hit Florida and went to Disney World. I really wanted to save this for tomorrow, but I really wanted to do this badly. So here you go. I thought if I'm a Disney fan, this is something I should talk about too. Even though I was even down there when this happened. So September 9th, 2017, everyone was just preparing for what could be the worst storm to hit the state in a long time. I mean, there was Hurricane Matthew and stuff, but this Hurricane Irma thing was really bad. This storm was a Category 5. Yeah, 2017 was the worst year of hurricanes. They saw the worst in hurricanes. And I'm not talking about Hurricane Sandy in 2012. I'm talking bigger hurricanes than that. Because you had Hurricane Harvey flooding Houston, Hurricane Irma climbing up in Florida, and you have a Category 5 Hurricane Maria, like basically destroying islands, especially like Puerto Rico. Yeah, Puerto Rico was hit badly. That's how ridiculous season was. And you had another horrible one back in 2005. We had Katrina, Rita, Wilma, and I think Stan. So now we talk about Disney when it got hit with Irma. The park was closed for 2 days. I mean, the parks were all closed for like 2 full days. And they were closed from September 10th to September 11th. So 9/11 was terrifying once again, but this time for Florida. Yeah, 9/11's sad. I don't really talk about 9/11 that much. It's too sad. And their 20th anniversary is this Saturday, so it's gonna hit a lot of people hard when it reaches the 20th anniversary. And I was watching Bright Sun Films video, and he went to the Magic Kingdom the day before Irma hit. And that night, all the night stuff was canceled. They canceled all the night stuff. They canceled all the night stuff like the fireworks and Phantasmic at Hollywood Studios, Illumination Reflections of Earth at Epcot. They canceled all the night stuff. And everything had like an early closing because the hurricane was like getting closer to them. When it got to Disney, it was like at Category 2 status. But the winds were like so bad. It looked worse at night. Tell you the truth. Now, you see what Bright Sun Films did during the hurricane? He checked in 2 nights at Disney's Contemporary Resort to wait out the storm. Yeah, there was some stuff you could still do in the resort, but not at the parks because they were closed. It was really dangerous. And they told you not to go outside. But what sucks was that at Bay Lake, the bridge was like, had no glass whatsoever. So poor Bright Sun Films had to like cross it while getting drenched. The winds were that wild. Now Bay Lake, which is part of Contemporary, that's the resort I checked in back in 2010 and stayed for a week, and I even went to their opening ceremony thing back in July 2009 when they just opened, and they were giving us a grand sneak peek of what the rooms are gonna look like and stuff. So I checked it out, and then I went through my 3rd grade year, and I stayed there the following year. And now when Hurricane Irma hit, I just started 11th grade. And yeah, like I said, I was even down there when it happened. But I was getting ready for Pittsburgh in October that year. And I already did my Disney trip that year. I went in July before that. But back in 2009, I just went in July like 6 years straight. Until 2016. I started going in different months. Like I went in May in 2016. I went in 2 Julys in like 2017, 2018, and then I went in October 2019. And 2019 is when Dorian hit, but Disney didn't get anything too serious. It was like some outer bands, but that was it. I heard that Disney is like one of the safest places to go when a hurricane's over you. Because Disney would work their butt off to make sure everyone's safe. Disney's like one of the safest places to be when a hurricane is in Florida. No matter how bad it is. And everything there is hurricane proof. It's required by law to make sure everything in Florida stays hurricane proof. Because you never know. It's against the law to not make a house that's hurricane proof. Or build a house that's not hurricane proof. You gotta make sure it's really safe. Because Florida could get one of the baddest hurricanes. But we're not prepared for that. We're not prepared for some Category 5 to come over us. it'd be really bad. If Sandy was bad enough for us, we can't afford another one. We can't afford another slip up like that. It's been bad enough what Sandy did to us. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind being stuck in a hurricane if it's over Florida while I'm in Disney, because I'll be safe. They have giant generators and everything. Everyone will be safe in Disney, but as long as you stay inside and stuff, because those winds are insanely dangerous. Irma affected a lot of things. Like, there was supposed to be, like, the Dolphins and the Bucks were supposed to have a game against each other, and they had to postpone on their bye week. So week 1 was their bye week instead of the week they're supposed to have a bye week. I can't remember when they had to be rescheduled on their bye week, but it's not that important. At least they were able to play. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Even Angry Grandpa had like Hurricane Irma come to him. He was like fed up that he had some appointment canceled. Yeah, he had to cancel some appointment due to Irma approaching them. They made preparations in advance. They went to BJ's in advance, because it would have gotten really ugly. As soon as Irma hit Florida, it started to weaken, but it was still really bad. I feel bad for a lot of people. But when Maria hit a week later, that was worse. I think Maria did worse than what Harvey and Irma did, because it devastated much of Puerto Rico. It was a really big mess. It was horrible. Yeah. The next day, after Irma left Disney, there were a lot of trees on the ground, and there was like some damage, but you don't get that much damage in Disney because, like I said, they're hurricane prepared. Everything is all hurricane proof. Even for a Category 5 to hit Florida. Yeah, Irma was extremely dangerous. There was even a storm chaser fighting against the wind in that storm. It was crazy. So, all I gotta say that Disney got hit with Irma, which is rare for Disney. So I guess that's it. Bye.